Mario in Greenwich, Connecticut asks, how do I change cars every 3 years? My goal is to have a new fleet every year so I don't have to keep paying for breakdowns.
Mario, switching out cars every 3 years, I think that can be a goal, but how do you do it? I think number one, it all starts with how you buy your cars. I don't know if you're leasing, I don't know if you're buying, if you're doing 100% financing, if you're putting 20, 30% down. The critical part, in my opinion, is just buying the right cars, something that's going to have residual value. You look at Chrysler 300s as an example. You can pick up for $26,000 to $30,000, but they're pretty much you're going to beat them into the ground. They're going to have almost no residual value. So you need to forecast how much cash you're going to need to be able to upgrade your fleet in 3 years. I think the adage traditionally prior to the downturn in 2010 and the economy, 2008 through 2010 and 11, was to turn over sedans and SUVs every 2 years. Larger equipment, would be 3.5 to 5 years. So I think you've got to forecast that and have a financial plan together. Not knowing your cash position, not knowing where you're at with your current leases or purchases, I would go in and analyze that and make sure that you have a long-term plan for turnover. Don't just go buy, put 200,000, 250,000 miles on a sedan and then say, hey, I need to upgrade, with the next newest thing, the next Continental, the next BMW, the next MKT, whatever it is, and not have a plan in place. This is all about cash management. That's why in a previous episode of the Ask Limo U show, we talked about why I'm so hell-bent and focused on profit and losses, but also on my retained earnings, cash flow management, and managing my long-term and short-term debt, which is really important on your equipment. So make sure you're buying right up front. That's number one. And then do preventative maintenance to keep those things running. Make sure you're rotating tires. Make sure you're doing oil changes regularly. Check your filters. All that standard stuff. To where you can keep your vehicles in good running condition. I see a lot of people really focusing on exterior and interior, but think about it, the core, the drivetrain, the hardcore components of your vehicles is what's going to impact your resale value, which is going to impact how much you're going to be able to put down on your next vehicle. What I would tell you is if you have a budget, if you're buying a $50,000 sedan or a $40,000 sedan, and you're going to put 10% down, whether that's $4,000, $5,000, do not go and buy another car until you have 100% of that cash in your forecast. So I think you need to have a buying plan. You need to have a trade-in plan, or if you're selling it on your own, an upgrade plan, and stick to it financially. Hope that helps. I look forward to seeing all you guys on the next episode of the Ask Limo U show.